Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Eden Jordan.
And I'm Stephen Banks.
Here's what's making headlines for September 19th, 2019. Many students and their families gathered at the Academic Athletic Parking Center. Stephen Banks was there at the event.
This past weekend, Morehead State University had their annual family weekend. Cameron Faudier, Public Relations Coordinator, explains why Parent Weekend is such a huge hit.
Family Weekend is all about our MSU families. We really encourage our parents and guardians to come back, specifically for freshmen, because we do know that homesickness occurs, and this is actually the first weekend some students might even see their parents since they started school in August. So it's a really great time to support our MSU Eagles football team and see your families.
Students and their families got the chance to participate in a wide range of fun activities and events. Parent Weekend served free food and beverages as well as giveaways and door prizes. Hannah Campbell, student at Morehead State, gives her thoughts on Parent Weekend.
Seeing people's parents kind of shows that, hey, they're like me. They also have people who like them. So it's nice to be able to see people in that sort of setting.
Students and their families gathered around the parade and cheered at Morehead State's marching band as they got pumped before the game. The Morehead State Eagles warmed up before the game as they faced off against Kentucky Christian University. For NewsCenter, I'm Stephen Banks. September 15th marks the beginning of Hispanic Heritage Month at MSU. The Latino Student Union, Spanish Club, and the Eagle Diversity Education Center put on events throughout campus to celebrate Loteria, a traditional Mexican card game. The second annual Hispanic Heritage Fiesta and many more activities are taking place for this celebratory occasion. For any questions, contact the Eagle Diversity Education Center at 606-783-9569.
NewsCenter was able to sit down with the Baptist Campus Ministry this week to gain some insight on some of the events and facilities the organization has to offer.
All right, so my name is Matthew Mofield. I'm campus minister here at Morehead State BCM. BCM stands for Baptist Campus Ministry, and BCM has been on this campus, I believe, since the 1950s. BCM started as a part of Kentucky Baptist churches seeing a need on university campuses for there to be a campus ministry that would reach out to students. And so they started BCMs, they purchased land, built buildings, provided staff to be on the campus. So we're really blessed to have this building because it is a great space. It's a very large space, and we have a lot of small rooms that are used for our small group Bible studies, but they're also used for studying. Students like to come here and just study because it's quiet. Upstairs is where those rooms are. We have a large chapel where we, again, do our weekly services and things like that. The ministry itself is all student-led, so we have a student president, all the student leaders run the ministry. And so my role really is to help to encourage and empower the students to lead the ministry, give mentorship and oversight.
Hi, my name is Becca Angel. I am a super senior here at Morehead State studying math, and the BCM has been a place where I can just grow closer to God and just make some lifelong friends.
So if you are a new student that comes here, or if we connect with you on campus in some way, we'd love to just buy a cup of coffee for you and get to know you and kind of give you some of the rundown on what we got going on here. And from there, I think, you'll kind of easily be able to assimilate into everything we got going.
For NewsCenter, I'm Isaac Kroon.
MSU Career Services held the Resume Blitz last week. The Resume Blitz is a time for students to bring in their resumes and get feedback from employers. This event lasted for 2 days. Clintus, Lexington Division of Police, and Speedway showed up Wednesday. Enterprise, Hope Hill Youth Services, and Vector Marketing were on there Thursday. The Resume Blitz will be back in the spring semester.
All right, everyone, so the forecast for this week is pretty sunny, pretty hot. Actually, Monday marks the beginning of fall, so don't get used or break out your fall gear yet because it's still going to be pretty sunny.
Shoot, we can only hope that it'll get here soon.
No, eventually. Yeah, participation is low, humidity's low, winds are low, but it's still bright and sunny.
Well, thanks, Alyssa. When we come back, we'll have an interview with Michelle Madrigal to talk about Hispanic Heritage Month.
Hey, new MSU student, where are you off to in such a hurry?
I gotta head back to my dorm to make lunch before my next class.
Well, what if I told you there's a place that serves Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, Jump Asian Express, and the kitchen, and so much more?
Well, jeepers, mister, that sure would be swell, but where would a place like that be?
Welcome to 3rd Street Eats. It's open Monday through Thursdays, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and on Fridays, they're open only till 4 p.m.
Mister, how am I supposed to pay for this food when I don't have any cash on me?
You can use Beaker Bucks, Flex, or your meal plan.
I'd like to use a meal, please. Thanks for showing me around 3rd Street, mister. This place is swell.
You're welcome, but oh wait. There you go. Now you're ready to take on the rest of your week. Go Eagles!
Want to lose weight but don't know where to start? The first step is simple. Get active. Take a stroll from your dorm down to the Fuzzy Duck for about a 1 mile round trip. You can take it a step further and start cooking some healthy food, but walk to IGA instead of driving to Kroger. That's about 1.5 miles. And when you want to reward yourself for making progress, a trip to the movies is a 3-mile round trip. Once walking gets too easy, you can always start jogging. Happy exercising!
Welcome back. I'm here with Michelle Madrigal, Secretary of Latino Student Union. Hi, Michelle.
Hello.
Thanks so much for joining us today.
Of course, yeah.
So how would you explain Hispanic Heritage Month to someone who is not aware of this occasion?
Well, Hispanic Heritage Month is basically a celebration of the contributions, the history, and just different cultures within Latin America.
So how long have you been involved in promoting Hispanic Heritage Month across campus?
This is actually my first year with LSU, so I'm actually really happy that I finally found an organization to help promote that and just get in touch with my roots and my heritage.
What are some of the events going on throughout the month?
Some events that we have are coming up. Well, tonight was the Loteria, the Mexican Bingo at 5, but the biggest event for Hispanic Heritage Month, is on September 24th, and it's the Fiesta, and it's going to be in ADUC Ballroom at 6 p.m. And then on the 26th, we have a movie and craft night in ADUC 322 at 7. And then on October 1st, we'll have a guest speaker from Ecuador come in, also in ADUC 322 at 5:30. And then October 3rd, we have a community conversation in ADUC at 4 p.m. And that's just to basically talk about everything that's going on right now in Latin America.
That's amazing. So students on campus that would like to get more involved with Hispanic Heritage Month, how could they do that?
Well, we have a Facebook page for Latino Student Union, and we have just social media websites, also like Instagram. But if you really want to, you can just contact myself. My email is madrigal, my last name madrigal at Morehead State.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Michelle. We'll be right back with your weather update.
I'm Natasha Davis, the Associate Professor of Dance here at Morehead State University. Under the Dance Minor program, you will learn a variety of genres of dance, including tap, ballet, modern, jazz, hip-hop, African, dance composition, dance improvisation, dance history, intro to dance, and Pilates. If you are interested, you can become a member of our National Dance Honors Fraternity, Delta Chi Xi. This fraternity offers students the opportunity to spread dance not only on our campus, but throughout the community. If you're interested in any of our classes, please come and contact me, Professor Natasha Davis. And never miss a chance to dance.
Dude, where you been out all day?
Breckenridge Hall.
What's so cool about Breckenridge Hall?
Good evening, the people of Moorhead. I'm Melissa Williams, and here's what the forecast looks like this week. Current conditions in Moorhead, it's 86 degrees with clear skies, low humidity of 44%, and then 9 miles per hour for winds. The temperature map shows that in the eastern part of Kentucky, temperatures are falling in the 70s, whereas in the western part of Kentucky, they're in the low 80s. Tonight's forecast, you can see few clouds are on the way, low temperatures of 78%, 0% chance of precipitation, and then the sunset will happen at 8 p.m. tonight. Tomorrow's forecast, it's mainly dry outside. The highs will be 80 degrees, and the sunrise will happen at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Moorhead 7-day forecast. Thursday, which is today, it's 85 degrees, small chance of rain, 20%. The low tonight will be 59 degrees. For tomorrow, it's going to drop a little bit, be 82 degrees, mainly dry with a 20% chance of rain, and the low will be 59. Saturday, it's going to be 83 degrees, partly sunny with a low of 57. Sunday, as you can see, it's going to be 85 degrees, a light chance of rain at 40%. Monday, the storms will increase by 50%, a low of 59 degrees. Tuesday, it's going to be 79 degrees outside. The storm chance will be 30% with a low of 61 degrees. Wednesday, it's going to be 78 degrees outside, few storms, but that precipitation chance will be 50%. That's all we have for weather today. I'm going to kick it over to Harvey for sports.
Moorhead State Eagles had a tough start this past Saturday against Kentucky Christian University, ending the first half 14-0. Thanks to a huge effort by the Eagles, they outscored the Knights 42-6 in the second half. MSU ran away with a 73-34 victory, and Moorhead State is now 2-1. Running backs Isaiah Aguero and Havon Smith eclipsed the century mark in yardage as the Eagles racked up 283 rushing yards. Moorhead State sophomore quarterback Mark Pappas threw for 252 yards and 2 scores. Next up, the Eagles will travel to Murray State Saturday, September the 21st, for a showdown with their former OVC rival. Kickoff is started for 7 p.m. at Roy Stewart Stadium. This past Saturday, the University of Kentucky played against SEC opponent the Florida Gators. The Gators were down 21-10, but UK allowed the University of Florida to score 19 unanswered points with a backup quarterback, Kyle Trask, under center to beat Kentucky 29-21. With under a minute left to play, down 22-21, Transport missed a 35-yard field goal that would have put Kentucky in front by 2. Kentucky's record is now 2-1. This Saturday, September the 21st, the Wildcats will travel to Mississippi State. Moorhead women's soccer took the field twice this weekend against strong competition. Their first match was Friday against Wright State. The Eagles jumped out to an early lead thanks to a goal by Nicole Fantico. However, the second half of the game was not as successful as Wright State would score 2 goals to win the match. Moorhead looked to bounce back on Sunday against Southern Illinois. The Eagles jumped out to an early lead again, but would see the same result. In the second half, as Southern Illinois scored 2 goals to win the match. Their losses dropped the Eagles' record to 1-6 on the year. The men's golf team started their season this past weekend as they participated in the EKU Raising Cane's Intercollegiate Tournament. The Eagles had strong showings from junior Joe Musking and Zach Vitt, as both of them finished 1 over par, which tied them for 4th. The team placed 3rd as a whole, which marked a very successful start to their season. They will look to build on their successes. The NFL season is underway as all the teams took the field this past Sunday. One notable game was the Rams versus Saints, which featured 2 of the most successful offenses in the league. Quarterback Drew Brees was injured during the game and will not be returning for 6 weeks due to torn ligaments in his hand. In other injury news, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger needs surgery on his arm and will be out for the rest of the year to recover. The Cincinnati Bengals played against the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday, but were blown out 41-17, bringing the record to 0-2 on the year. We will be right back with more news after the break.
Zeta Phi Eta is an academic fraternity that is open to Stratcom and Convergent Media majors.
We are students. We are family.
Build friendships, a network, and a portfolio, only for $40 a semester.
We are
Welcome to Moorhead Tonight. Get in here. Welcome to, as you saw at the beginning of the show, I'm off of medication, so this will be a good episode. A lot of response. Number one late night show in all of Rowan County. That is tremendous. The audience has spoken. Both of them enjoyed the show. Oh, we're going to take a break. Quiet now. You can't Jimmy Fallon on us.
Grant Johnson. Whew, boy, he's talented.
This is Charlie. Charlie wakes up and gets ready for class like most students. But Charlie doesn't have breakfast. Charlie feels unfulfilled. This is Nick. Nick gets up and gets ready as well, but Nick makes breakfast and feels great. Don't skip the most important meal of the day. Eat breakfast.
3 have been indicted for scamming a Nicholasville woman online. Baki Abdul Mahid, Thomas Kuhn, and Kahad Wipini convicted the woman she was in a relationship with someone named Sergeant James Nemmer. The 3 were able to get the victim to invest in gold and silver that did not exist. The woman mailed checks sometimes as big as $95,000. The Better Business Bureau urges people to be aware of these scams and to be careful on the internet.
A Bowling Green woman told police she drove 50 miles with a stranger in her trunk. The driver of the car said she left Bowling Green on Tuesday and noticed her trunk was open when she stopped in Millersville, Tennessee. When she walked to inspect the trunk, there was a person inside. The woman in the trunk may have been the victim of assault and kidnapping. She allegedly fled the scene when she discovered the authorities had been called. Police received an anonymous tip this morning, and the alleged victim has been found.
Morgan County federal officers are in search of the person responsible for stealing explosives. Federal authorities are teamed up with Kentucky State Police in this case. ATF agents state that one individual broke into a storage until at a construction site on Wheel Rim Road between last Friday afternoon and early Monday morning. The federal agents are offering a $5,000 reward for any information pertaining to this case.
A Laurel County couple has been arrested when 4 small children were found in horrible living conditions. The sheriff's office released photos of the home showing trash and spoiled food in every room. The children were taken by social services Tuesday. The couple has been charged with 4 counts of criminal abuse and placed in the Laurel County Detention Center. There will be more news after the break.
Yo, why are you looking at bags, bro? What you need is a chick magnet. You put me in the room and boom, chicks. That's what I'm talking about.
In the 2019 edition of America's Best Colleges by U.S. News and World Report, Morehead State University has been recognized for the 15th year as one of the top public universities. President of the university, Dr. Morgan, stated, "Our students accepted into professional schools, including medical, dental, law, and pharmacy programs, at rates well above state and national averages. This is one indicator of the high-quality education that students receive at MSU."
Rowan County student Alex Pace was recognized this summer for his hard work and creativity for his passion in photography. Alex was selected as a Governor's Scholar and took part in the Governor's School for the Arts over this summer. He was able to create with other artists and really hone in on his creativity and photography skills. He was even able to create a short film, which he was extremely proud of. Alex said the film was challenging, but the experience was worth it. Be on the lookout for more great videos and photos from Alex and all the local Governor's Scholars across the state.
Rowan County held their annual farmers market this past Saturday. Megan Jones was there.
I'll take these. I am here at the annual Rowan County Farmers Market. The Rowan County Farmers Market serves a variety of produce, from fresh homegrown fruits, fresh homegrown vegetables, and a variety of homemade goods. I'm here with Becky Duffield. Becky Duffield is a customer here that's just purchased some goodies.
Well, I love the produce here. I think the tomatoes are so much better than store-bought tomatoes, and so I like to come here whenever I can think of it, remember that it's here on just a couple of days a week. So I came for tomatoes, but I bought a few extra things too.
Is this event different each year with a lot more vendors, a lot more produce?
I think it seems like it's a little bigger than last year with some additional things that I don't remember seeing last year, so I would say so.
The Rowan County Farmers Market is held every year from mid-June until the end of October. I'm Megan Jones.
President of the Kentucky Council on Post-Secondary Education, Dr. Aaron Thompson, is set to visit MSU September 26th and 27th. There will be a Q&A forum held, open to campus and community in room 326 in ADUC. Topics of the discussion will include pathways for students and adults, job placement opportunities, and collaborative partnerships between universities. President Jay Morgan said we are grateful to President Thompson for his leadership and advocacy of higher education. That's all the news we have for you this week.
Join us next week for your weekly news.